Okie dokie, we are back. As soon as we get our music going. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so we're back. I'm trying to face cam this stream and see if that works out. And our resolution is off on this. 1 second. Let me transform that. Stretch the screen. There we go. All right, looks like the face cam's right there in the corner. I'm shrink it just a hair. Sweet. Okay. We're live with our stream. I was trying a different way to face cam and it wasn't working, so I've switched over. There we go. Okay. And I think we have everything worked out. So let's see here. So today we're going to work on, excuse me. We're going to work on finishing this part of the mountain up. I did a little more digging on it last night, but I think I want to try to finish this up, and I figure streaming would be fine to do that, to kind of show you what's going on with it. Also, we've got some other projects on one of the other worlds here. We're working on setting up a trial chamber. I want it to be able to be used by the public here, so all the other players, but starts by stripping everything out of it, collecting all the blocks, and then we're going to go back in and set up like some chambers where you actually can safely fight the mobs in the trial chamber. And then, of course, we're going to make it where they can collect the drops and all that. So right now, we're just going to work on this little cliff side here real quick. And get this all cleared out. Sorry if I have to clear my throat a little bit. Usually right after I eat, it happens. Just part of being alive and old, because I'm that. Yep, let's see if I can adjust this camera down a little bit. I don't like having to sit up too high. No, okay, hold up. I can do this. I've got this balanced on top of my screen with some clips holding it in place. All right. There we go. Okay, cool. That's better. Yeah, I like that. All right. Because my phone's camera is much better than the built-in webcam here, so I'm an Android user, and luckily, at least the one I have a Pixel 8A, I believe, and I don't know if this is on every Android, but the Pixels allow you to just, if you plug in with a USB-C to your computer, you can use your phone as a webcam. And yeah, I mean, a webcam with that good of a resolution is gonna, I mean, why purchase something else when you already have a phone that'll do it? Another device, right? So, cool. All right. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I am just doing some work on our mountainside here. I got like 5 or 6, maybe 8 more levels tug out last night. So I'm trying to just work this on down. This slope is kind of preliminary. We've eventually got to get this built up to it, but and even this, like, if I don't like the way it lays out, we're going to come back in and edit it some more. I have a little more time today, so I started the stream earlier. Hopefully this is a good time for everybody. My ones of viewers, glad to have you here. To be fair, I'm going to be playing these games during my spare time a lot anyway. So if you enjoyed the content, that's wonderful. You can follow, that would be lovely. So when I'm digging like this, I often, and I mean all the time, I crouch. So because of that, my statistics, look at distance crouched, is extremely high. Like, compared to how much I've climbed, I've crouched a bunch. It's like, what, 100 times more? right? Just about. I haven't even flown as much. Now, granted, I didn't have a latcher for a long time, but I've done a lot of flying. I've sprinted like maybe half as much as I've crouched. I have crouched more than I've walked now. I just want to point that out. So let's get back to crouching. Crouch Fest. Make sure you pronounce that correctly. Doom, 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 doom. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because sometimes I'm working near edges and I don't want to accidentally fall off. So I just go ahead and crouch. Plus, it gives you a better angle for like the blocks. You're closer to the center of like a too high selection of blocks. So I guess that's like my mindset on that. And that looks ugly. We can't do that. Hold on. Build that back up some. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We're gonna dig back through here. Let's get that. That's good. Nope. Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a. Doom-doom. Is there a way to like block out the chat on a server like this in a stream without like, I know I could probably put like a box over the screen on there, but like, it just seems a little extra. So. Doom, 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 doom. But yeah, so we just got a lot of this to dig out. So on Cerberus, I saw some people chatting about it down there on the server. It's a little different than the other servers as far as how we earn money. Oh, hey there. Do I have some dark spots here? I guess it's this maybe. Sweet. Go and throw one up there too. So playing on the simple survival server, this is the Phoenix world, I guess. They call them separate servers because they're like, this is a multi-server place. We're gonna come in there, we're gonna throw that back in. Let's get rid of this and this. I like that. Okay. Doom, doom, doom. We're gonna get back this way now. All these torches you throw down eventually just you pick back up, but so I watched my last stream back. I was playing Cubic Odyssey on that one, and I noticed that the my Spotify audio was just cranked too much. So I tried dialing it back a little bit. Let me know if it's too soft or if it's good. I mean, I can still hear it pretty loud in my ear, but I know it's a lot louder there than it's going to be on the stream. So eventually I'm going to get all this dialed in right and not have to keep asking about it. But in the meantime, oh wait, I forgot. I've got the other plugin on the server, so I didn't need to do that. We can do this. I throw blocks straight into these shulkers, which has its advantages and drawbacks. The drawbacks mostly being related to the way the game sees the shulker, as far as your the components listed down there. If it hasn't been placed, which one did I just place? That one? Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I think it. Anyway, it can change things there, so you've got to. That's not super important. Okay, we're gonna bring this up a block. Yeah, that looks good. We can cut this out here. I haven't found the perfect method to clear all this out and do even an even spread across there, so I don't have to come back and edit it. I know that's part of it. You don't want to have to go back and redo work, but sometimes it's best to kind of get it in a rough shape and then change it as needed to fit your likes. That goes there. Cut that out completely. There we go. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Sorry if I'm looking away. I'm checking my chat on the other screen in case anybody's left a message there. We're gonna cut those out. Leave that. All right. This looks good. All right. So that's another level down. I try to go 2 at a time. We're getting a lot closer to down here, so that's good. Get all that good gravelly stuff. Nice. All right. All right, on to the next one here. We're gonna dig 2 out. Yep, it's fine. Now, the further down we get with this, we shouldn't have to go as back. Like, it should take less time because we're not going in as deep, because each one of these is coming out some each time. One thing I do like to have, I do like to collect every block we drop. So I like to turn on the hitboxes so that I can see that we did not leave something there. What was that? Either despawned or there's a creature inside, a mob of some sort. These view line was sticking out that way. Deep Sight is, I know I've said this before, it just takes a lot of effort to dig this out. A lot of effort to dig this out. And looking over there reminds me of one thing. We just updated to the latest, hold on, what are we on? 1.21.8 on this server. And the way it renders the sky, it just looks magnificent down here now. We are, of course, we're underground. Like this is, we're basically at bedrock level, right? Yeah, there's some bedrock right there. So I went down as far as to bedrock, and then I covered it up with moss. And by that I mean I left the block here, and mossed it. But yeah, so we're underground. As we come up here, you can see it starting to render in my ceiling. It's just so large that it doesn't render all the ceiling at once, right? So we are way underground so far that you can see the sky through the ceiling. I think it was pretty cool effects. It wasn't originally planned, but I kind of like it. So even these villages, it just looks like it's dark off in the distance. It's kind of ominous, has a different feel to it. You still see the sun down here. You don't get daylight, but you do see the sun down here. So if you're ever trying to do something that looks a little different, what is that? Is that, I think, some armor stands that are up above that do render. So my overbase, I have to watch out what I put up there because that looks kind of weird. Why those entities are rendering, I don't know, because there's a lot of things that affect the render distance of entities, and I thought that would be something that wouldn't render this far away, but hey, whatever. As a matter of fact, that is in my layer right here. We've got armor stands with sides here. I believe that's what's rendering. Unless, of course, it is these fires here. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go back. It's just one, isn't it? Oh. Oh, come back down. Let's see what that. Right about there. Maybe all those things. Yeah. 3 armor stands and the fires in the middle. And whatever this thing is over on the side. Yeah. Okay. It's always interesting to see how the game's rendering things. If you haven't noticed, I do get distracted easily by things. I'm working on it. Here we go. Okay, back into digging. So anyway, clearing out this deep slate is the only way to really shape stuff down here. Eventually, I'm going to moss these mountainsides out. We're going to convert them to moss in their final shape, but I don't want to use moss to clear it out just yet. It gets messy. Okay. I'm going to dig that one down a little bit. Or shift it. Down there. Okay. Decided to use my more upbeat playlist for this session. I get so used to the chill playlist that I just forget that this one's still good to use. All right. So what's your most boring thing you do in Minecraft, but you really love it, but you know it's boring? Like, for me, like clearing out stone like this, it's enjoyable to do that, even though I've really avoided it the last few weeks, but it's like, it's boring, right? It's just the monotony of doing this, but I think there's something, just hearing the sound of those blocks breaking and being picked up, just that repetitive sound is kind of soothing in a way, and I think it's something that really draws people to the game. Just that familiarity. I know Cubic Odyssey, the other game I play, it's kind of a space odyssey adventure game. It has a lot of mining and stuff as well. It does a similar thing. There's definitely a sound whenever you pick it up in your inventory, when you break it, and there we go. So just being able to have that. That was not what I wanted to put there. Where's my regular deep slate? There we go. Okay. We'll deal with that later. All right. We're going to cut this redstone out here. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and take it off. Do that there. We'll bring that one up here. And that. Nope. Up there. Okay. All right. Back on it. So generally, I just take these VODs and upload them, or the VODs of this, and upload it to my YouTube channel. I don't really have the time and energy to put into editing videos for YouTube, so they're not going to get as many views there, but I'm just trying that out. It might not be worth my effort to even upload it, but I have been, because I mean, it doesn't take a lot of time to just throw it in there, and basically all the info I put in the stream, copy paste over, hashtags and such. Add the playlist in there just to be careful, give everybody proper acknowledgement for the songs we use here. Anyway, hey, we're going to work on continuing to clear this out. And we need to fill up a shulker. Get all this stuff out of here. This one is for the other stuff. Nope, not tough. We have a separate one for that. Boom. There we go. Nice. Okay. I'm working off a Bluetooth keyboard right now because mine is having some problems again. I just replaced it not too long ago, but I don't know if it's been overheating or what. I think I have suspicions that my gamepad that I use at home, I need to replace the USB cable, and it might be locking things up and causing the laptop keyboard to not work. So I've got to get that fixed because that's not good long term. We want things to work properly. I ordered a cable, but it had the wrong connector on it, so I just need to get in there and swap pins around with that and make it work. Oh, I'm trying to just collect the raw iron because we have an iron farm to get actual iron from, and the raw iron makes a good building block. So I'm trying to collect all the building blocks that we can. Do, 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 do. All right. Add that. Okay. That's that, and got that there. All right. What do we got? Nostalgia. So I recently saw that Paul Soares Jr., who was like one of, if not the first Minecraft YouTuber, he says his video was the first Minecraft video on YouTube, which is cool. Anyway, so it's been 15 years since Minecraft came to YouTube. And it's amazing to see how things have changed since then, because we've got all these streaming platforms now to play the game on, as well as just, you know, the monetization that came to YouTube eventually. Like, I don't think the original people that posted on there really were getting money from YouTube for that. They were just giving YouTube content for free. Which I realize, you know, YouTube was still young back then too, so it wasn't like it had ways to pay people for content. So honestly, I'm just, you know, not necessarily trying to make money off of this. Just here for fun. I'm going to play a game anyway. Might as well put it out there for others to watch. Let's build this one up here. Ooh. Gave no like. There we go. Putting that in better. Hey, 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 Hannah. Hey there. Chat, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. We're just doing some terraforming in Deep Slate. So fun, right? That's a good word to describe it. Keep it lit up. Okay, yeah, so yes, I have the fly command on here. This is still survival, but on this is a simple survival server. They have a lot of things beyond vanilla. You can either just vote for the server, and after a year or so, you get the ability to unlock the fly command, or you can actually pay to support them, and you can unlock it that way. So yes, we have a lot of commands on here that are not straight vanilla. As a matter of fact, I can pull up a workbench with the WB command. Same thing with the stone cutter. There. There's also a EC for ender chest. All kind of fun stuff. And then shulkers, you can just shift click and open those up too. So that's all things on here. Like I say, I just waited and played, and voting for the server gives you rewards on here. And one of them is after it takes about a year or so of voting to unlock the rank where you get the fly command. Right now, my rank is immortal on here. You start off as a nooblet and work your way up. But it takes a little while to get that. So yes, we do have the fly command, but it's not something you just instantly get. I honestly went for a long time without elytra. So let's just say this: all this stuff I dug out down here, and we're, you know, down in deep slate level. Bedrock's just below here. Yeah, so I try to stream Minecraft on Thursdays generally. We did some of this building. We did this a couple weeks ago. This little hut. I don't know what angle that is, but it's not straight. We did that a couple weeks ago. Got that built. I finished it up on a Friday stream. I don't normally stream on Fridays, but I wanted to get it finished up. And we've been working on these mountains. I've got the area cleared out. I want the mountain slopes to kind of go up to the ceiling up there. And then over here in the corners. So yeah, I've been doing Minecraft regularly on Thursdays for a couple months now. Saturday mornings, I generally do Satisfactory. I don't know if you've heard of that game. It's a pretty fun one. I've played through the whole thing before, but they just recently did an update, so I'm trying to play through it again on stream. Also have one called Cubic Odyssey I've been doing on Tuesdays. It's a fun game. Space exploration. Yes, I have been working a lot on this one. Almost a year and a half. But this large area here, you can see how big. I think it's 18 chunks now to the border back there. And I'm just, instead of clearing all this out, I'm kind of digging it in a little bit. Yeah, the Satisfactory game. It's pretty fun. It can be grindy just like this, but I've been trying to do the grindy stuff off stream. And just last stream, we just did some adventuring. Project Dyson Sphere. I've heard of that. I'm not really too familiar with it. Like, hearing's all I've done. I've had some people tell me to check out Star Rupture. I did the play test, but I wasn't really into it. It's a bit more complicated than what I want to get into. Okay, all right. Yeah, right now I want to make sure I have time for the games I like. So I'm trying to limit what I actually stream on here. But I do have a lot of other games that I've thought about just streaming, even if it's a variety stream. I've played some Need for Speed games. I have some of those on either Steam or Epic that I bought a couple older ones because they were cheap. So I'm up for doing some streaming of that. And then I've got Fallout 76. I've played through that a little bit. I got to a point I couldn't progress more because I'm not good with the combat stuff. I'm not good at like figuring out what the best weapons to find are and just doing all that thing. So Need for Speed Rivals. Yes, I have that one. That would be one I might consider streaming on here a little bit. I have Rivals and Payback. Those are pretty fun. I also have the gosh, I bought the Halo pack on Steam, I think it is. And any of the, I think 1 through 4 are on there, or at least 1 through 3, and then ODST. So I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of, we might do something special with some playback in there. The only problem is that's on my original Steam account, and so I used that to buy games for my son when he was younger, but now that he's over 18, like, I've purchased some of my games on there, but I can only play them when he's not using it. So, yes, all my Minecraft streams are on here. If you want to see the VODs, they're on my YouTube channel. It's Dave is Dave over there as well. You can go back and kind of catch up on those if you want. Don't forget to subscribe on there and follow me here too. That way you'd get notifications when I am streaming. I've been trying to set a regular schedule with that. As for the exact time, it might vary a little bit week to week, but Thursdays would be. All right. Well, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. I really do. I am 1 away from getting 10, which is an extremely low number still. I understand. But hey, if you know anybody else that might want to follow me, send them this way. Oh, are they on this server? Okay, yeah. Mostly, I mean, I'm up for doing other things, but so the thing with this server, even like they've got multiple worlds, which they call servers. It's a multi-server setup. So the other one I've been building on is over here. That red glow of the Mojang logo. All right, there we go. Okay, so on this one, I've been rebuilding a trial chamber to make it easier to get to and use. I don't have fly on this one because I have not gotten to that level. Hello, welcome to the stream there. I'm doing great. Yeah, so you can come in here and activate these and then just kind of grind them out. So that's kind of what I'm doing on this server. So both of these servers on the, well, most of the worlds on this server have like an economy based thing where you earn money. The other one is kind of a spawner base. So you buy spawners, you kill the mobs, you sell the stuff, you sell the drops, as well as having server shops or player shops on there. Okay, there we go. Got that. But this one, I'm trying to just set things up where we have all these separate chambers, all these that I have marked out with the cobblestone. And I've got one other chamber up in working on over here. It's another spider chamber. That's kind of what I've been doing with this one. I do not stream daily. No, it's probably 3 or 4 times a week. I'm streaming that. Back to your question, Hunter, as far as the Minecraft streams, I do have another one I've been working on with another streamer. We've been working through a CTM map. It kicked our butts. If you want to see the first stream of that, it's over on the YouTube channel as well. Normal worlds, yeah, I've been into this one for a bit. I have a regular single player world that I've been on for a while, but due to the updates, I kind of, well, it died off. I'd had a couple little data packs in there. One was a gravestone data pack, and I died and just the gravestone disappeared with all my stuff. So I kind of gave up on that one. Modded, I probably could get into that again. I've done some Skyblock stuff, Sky Factory, excuse me, specifically. Those were fun mods. Let's go back to the other one where we're digging out there. But yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to do a modded stream. Just and this Thursday Minecraft stream doesn't have to be all on this server. That's just, I've got a huge project here, you know. Not only are we building the mountain up, we're also digging back, as you can see on this side, back into the wall to make the mountaintops. And the thing is, this is tall enough that we can't even see the top from the ground, which is kind of what I want. And then we're building like our villager places. They have specific rules for performance on this server where you can only have so many of certain mobs per chunk, and then you have to have 2 empty chunks in between. So we've got this setup for the villagers here, for these librarians, and then I have a setup for some Fletchers over here. This is mostly to get me emeralds from them. That was an early setup. And then I have more librarians in this setup here. And they're free to roam, but they have to go, they have to stay within the chunk that they're in. So we haven't decorated their rooms up much, but we will get to that eventually. But yeah, I can think through some other things. I might start a single player world just to kind of do that. I have that CTM. I'm playing with another streamer here. He's going to make a video for YouTube once we get it done, but it was way tougher than we expected. There's a lot of death. I think we both got into the triple digits in the 2.5 hours we streamed it or played through it there. So ridiculous. It was supposed to be a hard map, but like the info said you can complete it in like 2 hours. So I thought it'd be worth the play, but we did not even we actually finally found the monument like a couple hours in, which was directly over spawn, believe it or not. And yeah, a lot of death. So I'm trying to, I mean, we even switched it to easy and it was still kicking our butts. We're not going to do it on peaceful, I can guarantee you that, but it was just hard to make any progress on it. So we're gonna try to do that again. I think we eventually turned on keep inventory, which is a help. My main approach to combat is take the coward's way out. All right, we're gonna, because combat's not my thing. Building, especially terrain, that's my thing. Combat, not so much. not so much. That's why everything's going to be lit up here, because we don't want to be interrupted. Yeah. So anyway, I was hoping to finish up this little area, and then we might hop back over to that Cerberus server that I just showed y'all and try to work on building out those trial chamber stalls. I don't know what we call them. I like to have it enclosed because, especially for the breezes, because they will knock you around, make you fly in the air. But if you have a little killing chamber where you can just stand in and have a roof over you, not a problem at all. Throw me around all you want. Do either one of y'all stream any? If you're still there. Dun, 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 dun. And yeah, we got a good bit of people on here. So simple survival server, we'll just call it network. There are 4 different servers, and let me just show you all that real quick if you're watching. So the lobby here, we've got, of course, you get the rules when you first log in. We got the Wyvern server. Wyvern, Lynx, and Phoenix are all basically spawner-based economy servers, where you get spawners and you can just farm the stuff there, or set up something that's like automatically farming it. Oh, okay, that works. And then this one was a newer one, just in the last couple months. They started this Cerberus server, and you go in there and you have a jobs list in order to get money on this server. Just in-game currency, of course. Be cool if there's something that, you know, pays you in real life, but this jobs list is basically all the things you can do. So, brewing, chopping down trees, hunting mobs, enchanting, exploring. This one's a good one to just have on all the time. Mining, fishing, and then farming and trading. So you get paid for every bit of these, and you level up in these jobs and all that. And you get a little money each time you you get a little bit more. Like, I'm really having trouble explaining that. So that's kind of what it is. So if I was just to run around in the open world, I don't think it's going to work down here. And it might just be resource world, but I'd see something pop up on the screen that shows me getting XP for adventuring. It's not happening down here. And then, of course, chopping trees down in the resource world as well. Let's get back up here. All right, well, I'm going to hop back over there. We're going to finish digging this area out real quick. I think it was a couple years ago that Minecraft released the official Minecraft server list. Not of servers that are run by them, by any means. I understand that. But this official list came out. I was kind of looking for a server to play on again, because I played on it before. Oh, I'm missing some chat there. Hold on. Let's minimize this. Gonna scroll down. I'm missing your last message there. Okay, yeah. I am in the US on the East Coast. That's about as far as I like to mention. So Eastern Standard Time, as far as when to get the streams. If my accent is not obviously American. I want to chat. Let's see. Let me get a better view of this chat over here. It's just not popping up correctly. So let's go into chat over here. It's just not stream. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Stream manager. I can see it better on this one, I think. Yep. Yeah, I just that when that gravestone disappeared, it was not good for me. Sorry, I'm just catching the chat. It kind of disappeared in my Streamlabs there. Can you hear me okay at the moment? It looks like it's coming. Yeah, it's coming through on here. Okay, as far server money here on this world, my balance on this server is 5.7 million at the moment. Okay, great. You can hear it again. Yeah, so this one is 5.7 million. The other one, I think I was like around 150,000, which is all relative to the server and what your buying power is on that and everything. Right now, I think like this is kind of a way to check it. Our auction house, like these witch spawners are selling for $990,000 spider spawners and such. So that's a good, like, you can see what buying power. The Vindicators are good because they drop emeralds. So 880,000 for that. There are items that are a lot more expensive. These are not them. Some of the specialty ones, I think this pick, 297,000. These legendary items like that, the price can go up. So like, really a $5 million balance on this server that can disappear pretty quick if you start buying a bunch of legendary items. But you know, it's all in one you do. Honestly, the only reason I care about the money on this is so that if I need to buy resources from somebody's shop, I can. If I need to buy certain blocks, I want to have the money to be able to do that. Same with shulkers for storage. Well, honestly, I don't have to buy shulkers anymore because I have a shulker spawner and I can just collect shulker shells all I want. So that one is up across the way over there. So the spawners on here, they basically just spawn mobs with no AI. So you're welcome to do what you need to collect them. I'm going to put that up there so this can be too high. There we go. So when I'm terraforming this stuff, how could I sell the deep slate? Okay, player shops. So let me go to that one. I'm at the point where I have unlimited homes, so I just put them everywhere. This is my player shop right here. Reviewed by Alex and Steve. They love it. Really. So right here, we can set up these chests, and they have this what is this plugin called? Is it just shop? Shop. Yeah, the shop plugin lets you put a sign on here, and then players can come up here and click on it to buy stuff. Same thing, like I sell whole shulkers of stone because I have so much of it, as you can tell from the large hole that I've cleared out. So they'll buy that by the... Awesome, thanks for following. Glad to have you here. Glad you could join the stream today. I'm going to scroll this down a little bit. I'm doing great. Thanks for joining. I was just explaining how we can sell stuff on here. So there's some things you can sell directly to the server, which is in the shop command, such as your plant items, your mob drops and stuff. You don't get the best price from the server, which is okay, because then you can just open a shop and sell any of that this way as well. So but yeah, these are just shulkers of stone. You see I've sold a couple out of this chest or this box here. Same thing with any other item you want to sell. You just throw it in there. Tools, weapons, whatever. The enchanted books go pretty quick. I can't keep this stocked up. I mean, I could just spend all my time stocking it. I'm doing great. I don't stream daily. I've tried to stream 3 or 4 times a week. Minecraft on Thursdays generally, Satisfactory on Saturday mornings, and then I think Tuesdays I've kind of settled in with Cubic Odyssey. That could change. It could be Mondays, but that's kind of the format I'm going with for now. But yeah, these enchanted books, and you just kind of have to see what everybody else is selling them for. You don't want to undercut too far because then that ruins the economy, because everybody else has to move their prices down. But yeah, all the items like that. Dyes go pretty good. I have an entire dye shop up here. And just so people can find it, they know they can go upstairs if you want to dye, because the dyes are up here. Yeah. Yellow dyes, orange dyes, and such. Let's see. Hold on one second. I have text I need to answer. I'm on the east coast of the USA. That is where I'm at, Eastern time zone. Let me take care of this real quick. I do run a business in real life, and things happen. So somebody's looking for some info real quick. All right, let me get back on it. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to go with the puns. I know, it's very punny. And then this one, you know, only the good die young and live and let die. Hey, nice to have you here. My business in real life, I teach music. So you could probably see in the background some musical instruments. There's a piano behind me way over there. And then some other guitars hanging around. So I teach music for a living. And then yeah, so that's kind of, I just have free time sometimes in between clients. I just get on and play. So, well, yeah, Alan, you can ask if you're trying to make art for me or anything like that. I've got everything I need, though. I've seen that question a lot. That's why I throw it out there. But if there's other questions, I can't guarantee I can answer, but if you want to ask, you can definitely do that. We're going to go back to our digging. Awesome, Hunter. Yeah, it's fun to just play, whether you're good at it or not, as long as you enjoy it. Because honestly, that's kind of the point people get to with their playing. Sorry, I'm looking at, trying to find some info for somebody real quick. Oh, okay, not there. We're gonna go over here. I am. One second. Just got it. Oh, okay, got them both. Sweet. All right. Let me get back to our stream there. Okay, cool. No, Alan, it's okay. I won't ban you, but like there's been all kind of people popping in here. I'm just cool with the stuff I have for now as far as artwork. I appreciate it, you offering, but that's kind of where I'm at with that. But you know, thanks for hopping in and watching some. I appreciate that, and I really would appreciate a follow as well if you didn't already. I see you did. Awesome. Okay, sweet. Yeah, follows takes no effort for anybody, and it does help out the streamer a lot. So. Yep. And my game audio seems to have disappeared. Let me see what's going on with that. Game audio. Where's it at? Where's it at? It's not muted. It should be good. Maybe I just can't hear it over the music. It's quite possible. Let's get that down there, and we're back here. No, I'm good on artwork right now. Thanks. There we go. Okay. Yeah, just clearing this little area out. We won't do this part much longer. But yeah, we've got just to catch y'all up, Hunter especially. I have an overworld to this too, and we can go look at that. So down here, my plan is to blend these mountains in all the way around. So some of the bases are going to come out. We're going to build like more of a village. Right now we're getting the structures where the villagers will be at, and they have to stay within that chunk or they despawn, which is not good. But above here, if we just go ahead and go top, I'm way out front, but of course it's snowing and raining. It would do that. So originally I came to this, and there's like, if you remember the old generation, terrain generation, when you changed versions, you'd get these chunk errors like that. where it just suddenly changed. It didn't blend well at all. So that's what we had going on over here. And I terraformed that into this cliff. So it was like that chunk, it came out a chunk and then went over. I've just changed that around a bit. I've mossed everything out top. Originally had a mob spawner set up in here. I've retired that. This was like something I created that was like a power cell for it. It was powering the mob spawner. And then I just started decorating and building out here. I had this lake. It's kind of incorporated in with a waterfall this way, and then the water stream goes over this way as well. And it just kind of, I mean, I wouldn't call this an island, but you know, it's kind of divided by water on all sides, so whatever. I can't go much further over here. I've got some paths laid out with these moss blocks. We haven't worked overworld in a while, but it's going to build paths through there. What in the vanilla just popped up? Figures? What is that? I've never seen that. Okay, whatever. That must be part of the new update. I don't know what it was. Anyway, that comes back here. So some of the spawners, like I mentioned, I have some pig spawners under here, and their limits for spawners are you can have 4 per chunk. Castles, yeah, I've done some castles in the past before. Those are pretty cool. So I've got so there's a chunk border right here, as you can see, with not that one, but this one. I know how to play, I promise. So this is a corner of a chunk right there. There's 4 of them that meet together, and I just went ahead and put the max of 16 right there together, and it just spawns pigs. So if I want to farm some pigs up, I can just come here, and the occasional something else pops up there. But yeah, those will respawn then. Ooh, okay, I'm in a different biome, so it's following the biome rules. That's pretty cool. All right. And then we have just other spawners. We have a little bit of an automatic chicken farm set up here. My cliff is lacking castle. Yeah, I should put something up. There's a secret layer in there, or the layer in there. I don't know if you. I showed that earlier inside, but let's go back. Front. So if you look up here, I have an evil layer in there. So we're gonna go inside of it quick. Home layer. And you can have that view here. So it's not a castle, but it's an evil lair. So one thing we have on this server is the ability to have our inventory clogged up. Hold up. No, not that one. We're going to go this one and hold on. Inventory management is so fun. We can sit on slabs, so I can sit at my evil lair here. Hello. Get rid of that. That's pretty cool. All right. F5, shift, and we're out of that. Okay. Yes, this is the lair. So I have a little fireplace here. Have the armor stands coming in, guarding the place on the way through. Is that pop-up something in the new version of Minecraft, or is it maybe just something on this server? Anyway, right outside the lair is the entrance to my main storage area. Lots of storage. Much storage. We're going to throw in some couple full shulkers there. Yeah, well, I wanted the lair here, so I didn't build it last. So originally, that I showed you where that mob spawner was up above. They would fall down in this area, and I had my collection and all that. And there were stairs from up here to up there. Now I have no way to get up there easily from here, except for the top command, which I have now. I do have a nice, pretty little garden over here, though, so it might not be a castle, but okay. Yeah, server pop up. Yeah, I'd never seen it before. I knew there was some stuff in the. I thought I'd caught all the info on the new update, so I was curious as to why that was there, but that might be it. Yeah, and we have these little storage boxes, storage containers around. We still haven't unpacked everything, so there's storage sitting there. Inside that area that we were just in, the lair is out here. I built this little hall. And then I was like, that's not enough hall. Let's build more hall. So I went to this other hill, built another hall, which I had fun building. And of course, the base goes over the top of this as well. I just love flying through here. I love having the fly command now, so I can do that. But then I said, you know what? That's still not enough hall. So let's build more hall. So I did. Down here. So I have this hall I can fly around in too. And this seems a little more infinite. It does have an end, but there's just a lot of it. And then my exit. I need to build like walkways through here to that are clearly marked out, but this takes us back around to the back. Those farms I showed you were up there. So anyway, yes, I've done a lot. I think this hall here took me a total of like a week to dig out. Well, no, I think the digging took longer than that, but to put it back in there. Sure, man. Thanks for joining. Glad to have you here for this stream. We're just going to keep working on the base area. I just wanted to show you around real quick, show you a few things. This is where my nether portal is. But yeah, I'm going to keep digging that if I can find it. I always get lost down here. Yeah, thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for following. Glad to have you. And just look for the other streams. Hopefully notifications will be coming when you're ready for those now that you're following. So nice. Okay, I'm going to keep digging some deep slate. Yeah, check it out. It's going to be early for me probably on Saturday. So 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Around then, I'd like to get out and get that done. I haven't decided if the face cam is going to work in that space because it's not in my studio. It's at home. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah. Same thing, just a different game. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to still clear out here. Almost 8 p.m. for you now? Okay. Yeah, then it won't be early for you. 8 a.m. for me would be... That's a lot of math. 4 p.m. maybe? No, 3 p.m. So it'll be your afternoon when I start streaming that. I don't like getting up earlier than that on a Saturday. That makes no sense to me. But yeah, sometime around then, your afternoon, you should be able to catch it. Look forward to having you there. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this world that we got a lot of projects. What time is it here? Yeah. Nice. Do you stream much? Sure, yeah. I'll have to check out your stream sometime and see what goes on there. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Oh man, I forgot a torch. Combat is somewhat easier when you can fly, and they do have protections on our areas here. I tell you, the risk is really mitigated whenever they make it where creepers can't blow things up. It's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I'm not getting any game sounds in my ear. I don't know if they've disappeared completely or just aren't coming to me. Should have heard that creeper explosion for sure. All right. Have a good one. Thanks for joining me today. I'll catch you another time, man. We are continuing our stream here, just digging through some deep slate, terraforming this area up, trying to make it look nice, because, you know, that's what we do. Hands going numb. My regular computer keyboard just kind of decided not to work, so I've got a Bluetooth one on here. Getting the job done. Go and got that. Okay. Stretch my neck a little bit. And let's throw a torch up there. This was not okay. That was that up there. Okay, so this one needs to just kind of zigzag like that for now. All right, I hear it a little bit. We don't have too much left on this one. Let's get those hitboxes back up here real quick. Boom for boxes. And yeah, I did miss some stuff here. We're getting back. We're about down to these. Yeah, they're definitely gonna have to go in some, which is fine. We can get that. Which means we probably can change our shape of this a bit, so it doesn't have to be quite as steep into the mountainside here. Bring that out a bit. Boom, boom, boom. What is that? Is that a slime? Yep. I have a slimy friend. All right. Almost got this one. Okay. Ah. There's definitely a lot of slime chunks down here. Yeah, just saw some despawn. Okay. And let's throw our tough up there. That is, oh, well, I could just open it directly. I don't know. I do like the quality of life plugins that they have on this server. For some people that are looking for a more vanilla experience, I know it's not quite the same, but honestly, I mean, these are things that I'd probably add into a vanilla world, like single player world. What do we got going on here? This needs to come up some more to blend that better. And we're gonna leave that. We're gonna go with one there. There we go. And we're gonna throw a torch up there so none of that happens like I did earlier. Dun, 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 dun. Go. Okay, now we're going to go back to 0 here. All right, we almost got this worked out. I'm afraid I've dug in too much, which we could build back out if we need to, but because that's just going to mean we have to dig that out more, and then we're going to have to dig further down here. But we could start changing your slope again. Let's see here. What can we do to make that work better? there we go. We're going to do this. Let's go evensies on those. That'll shoot it out just a bit. Okay. Oh, no. That was going to be even, wasn't it? All right. We can pick up a few more of those. There it goes. Do I want more there? Yeah, let's pull that back up a bit. Did I do that right? Okay. And gravel. Okay, dokes. That's starting to get a steeper slope, or a shallower slope there, I should say. We just want to feather that in and come down to here. This is going to go bye-bye. But we've kind of got a lot more of that dug out. Let's talk about building with this. Now we could, so my plan with this is eventually to, double check here. Yes, eventually to like moss all this, to convert it to moss. So we can't use cobbled deep slate, or cobblestone for that matter, when building, because it doesn't moss. It doesn't moss at all. And we need to moss. So we're not doing that. So if we're going to do some building on this, we need to go grab some stone. So let's go back to our home base storage. Throw our extra shulkers in. That's almost full. One second. I need to mute the camera real quick. All right, hold on. Okay. I need to use the phone that is on. Just checking something real quick. Okay. Double check that. We got the info. Okay. Wait. All right, one second. I am still here. Just taking care of a couple things real quick. All right. I am going to okay, sorry. Little situation in the area. Dealing with that. All right. I am actually going to take a quick break and come right back. So y'all just chill, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Camera disappeared. There it is. Okay, we're back. I forgot I muted it. Okay, we're back. All right. Situation under control. All right, let's welcome this guy. Welcome. So on this server, you do get money for greeting people, specifically with the word welcome. Sorry, if you're just joining the stream, we are on the... Did that dude unfollow me? That's lovely. We're on the simple survival server. We're doing some building, some terraforming in our underground base. And I just wanted to stop here and check out my cocoa bean farm, which seems to be making plenty for me. And then we're going to throw this in the cocoa bean shulker. Check both these out and see. Oh, that needs some more. Okay, there we go. Still not full. Okay, cool. All right, there's that. We're going to put both those back over here where they belong, because they belong there. Makes perfect sense, right? Okay. Yeah. So far, so good. One second again. All right. Still here. Okay. Awesome. Is that not my ear? Okay. Sorry. All right. So that's all from the QR code that I had down below. We're going to take this extra stuff out, though. So I had a QR code set up in the base down below. I removed it temporarily. We got all the parts to do it back again. Might change into different parts, but where is my mob drops? Mob drops are right there. Goes in there. Plants are going to be your moss. Tough was down here. And a site. Granite. Back over here. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, we're about an hour into our stream. All right, gravel goes dark. There. Nope. Further up. There. Okay, yeah, okay, I found it. All right. Something on my phone. Give me 1 second here to check that. We're going to mute that. Second there. What was that? I'm not sure. Let's see here. Trying to look something up real quick. Apologize for the silence. Let's see if I can find that real quick, and I'll be right back to our stream. No. And nope. Okay. All right. Nothing I see there. Just checking my emails real quick. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I'm right back. Let me lock this screen so it doesn't use up power as it charges. Did my camera go away? Come back, camera. Didn't mean to do that. There it is. Okay. Oh, it's fine. It's locked in. We're gonna come back here, and I'm back. I'm gonna readjust that just a hair. Oh, sorry. Actually, cords in the front. There we go. Okay. Now we're back. Back to our game. We are playing Minecraft on the simple survival server. And according to this, we've got our 10 follower goal. So thanks to all those that helped us make that. We got our 10 follower goal about 48 minutes ago. Allegedly twice. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure some of that stuff out. So our next push is to get up to 25. So if you know anybody that might find this interesting, send them this way. We're gonna go back to our base where we were digging out. Not that way. This way. Digging out the side of a mountain. As fun as that was, we're taking a break from it and we're going to build some, weren't we? That's right. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted a minute ago. 10 minutes ago or so. So we're trying to focus. Throw that down, throw that down, throw that down, throw this into storage. There, and we're going to grab some stone. So stone is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. All right, now with that in place, we can go back. Let's get some of that stone out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we will head over here. So, I started my frame down through there. You can see we built out a good bit from that. I probably need to adjust, right? I'm not quite that steep of an angle. So, I found that like just following this along here, if we build out 1 block from that, oh, not that, is a good way to do this. And since it's on a diagonal, what we'll do is we'll just swap back and forth. So sometimes we will go the other way with that. That's not what I meant to do. This right here, like that. So we'll come one below this side. So then for this one, the flat face is here. For this one, the flat face goes here, right? So when we start getting up in this area, it's got to be a little more less aesthetically pleasing. That's coming out quite a bit, though. Let's change this up a little bit. If we do that, we're going to want to do this. That one and that one. I think that works good. There we go. Okay. So make some of the faces this way, some of the faces this way on the diagonals, and you should get a good feel for it. I probably was a little too consistent with that over here. We don't want... This can come up just a hair. Okay. That's better. Trying to avoid straight lines. But we will go back through and edit that down. What is behind here? Who is standing? Yay. Okay. Dark spot. I'm out of torches. Who needs torches? All right. So we're going to work on building. That. There we go. One there, one there. 2 there, 1, 2 there. 1, 1, and... Well. Oh. Bye-bye. Came out of nowhere. All right, sweet. All right, so we can also try going further down, making a diagonal to connect these two. Just try building up to that. I'm not as worried about overusing the stone. Froze up. Okay. Probably too much here. Need more torches. Do. Grab that, throw it in there, and go back. So there are things you want to do with the slopes to make sure they still look okay. Direct straight lines all the time are not good. If your lines are diagonal, that's fine. But even that, you want to break it up so it's not just always a straight line. This here is going to bother me some. So we're going to break this out like that. That way this line that was coming across here dips down for just a second. There are areas where it's going to be hard to avoid, like in here. It's just you got those lines, but like straight lines, not good. Vertical or horizontal, we don't want those to show up necessarily. So we want to break those up whenever possible. I've done a bit of that work down here to get this to look better. Yeah, those are kind of some of the rules I go with when I'm terraforming things. You want to try to make it look nice without making it look like too forced. And I know there's better builders out there that do much better with terrain than I do, but kind of the rules I live by for this. The next one is not going to line up with that. There we go. Like this. Yeah, it'll be fine. Gonna go that. There we go. Okay. Shaping up well. Yeah, I'll flip it back that direction for now. There we go. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm in the zone. I'm focused. Going quiet for a second there. Sometimes getting in that zone with the building just makes everything else disappear. Forget them on the stream. All right. Yep. And this one here, we're gonna do that, and probably that and that. And then that. Yeah, okay. That gets that little section done, and then we can kind of work the next bit up. Sometimes doing smaller bits makes it easier to keep the big picture in mind, so you don't, again, end up with a different slope than you intended. I need a light up here. Why is it like always a creeper and a skelly? Did he shoot and fall off at the same time? Yeah, I saw that. All right, so that's kind of the deal what we're doing on this side. This slope kind of gently falls off here, so there's that to that. I want to be directly in the middle here. double check that. We're still good. Ah, went back a little far. Good, right there. All right, throw a torch on it. I guess eat first. Here we go. Now, we obviously don't want this to end up as a straight line. I'm going to put some elevation on it. Give me those. Is that the place I was going to put a torch but ran out? Yeah. The other option is just knock these blocks off. They don't need to be here. All right, and that one too. It's not 100% necessary to do all this editing or changes down here, but we can clean it up a bit. All right. Well, let's keep let's keep going. We're gonna get this next little bit finished. And we're gonna take both of these away here. There we go. Okay. That blends in well with that, and then we'll just keep bringing it down. Okay. Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining, we are doing some terraforming here on the simple survival server. I've been playing on this one for just over a year, which does allow you to unlock commands such as fly. And let me tell you, building these mountains, not an easy task without it. There's a lot I'd already built before. I've since torn down because I didn't like it. I kept changing my plan, so but anyway, the fly command really helps to make this terraforming like this a lot easier, because I can't imagine like trying to do this without the ability to fly. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna move it up a little bit here. Right, and we got that flat area there, and we're gonna leave a little bit of the flatness here to finish off the edge there. That'll work good. And we're gonna kind of have it flat up here for a bit. Yeah. All right. Guess this is where the palm rest is on this, where my palm's resting. Kind of cutting off the circulation a little bit there with this keyboard. Gotta watch that. All right. We're gonna finish this little section here, and then we're gonna call it well, on this server, we're gonna flip over to one of the other worlds and do a little work there on that trial chamber I've been working on. wasn't supposed to go there. Okay, we're getting it. That can go away there. Okay. Okay. Almost got this one. Yeah. Let's bring this down just a bit. Okay. Yeah. That staggers that. There's a flat spot there and a flat spot there. I like that better. I like that better. And there's a little bit of a flat area here too, so. Like a long flat area like that would be kind of meh. Unless you're building paths to it. Like, so if we're building a path up this, we're gonna have some areas cut out where it's more flat. Sorry, stretching a little bit. Which is fine, but hold on 1 second. I gotta check stuff over here. Okay. Cool. All right. Back to the game there. Yeah, so that's kind of how we want to do this. I almost feel like there's a straight line through here even further. It might need to be broken up a bit on this end. We'll just take out a couple of these. Yeah, that makes the line look better. There's somebody back there again? What? Gotta fix that. Ooh, not only break the block, but put a torch there too. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and leave this server behind. Go to Cerberus. And over here, we're just building some chambers. 1 second. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, so back to this trial chamber here we're working on. I've got a couple little... I start jumping as if I'm on the other server. I know, you get used to that fly command a little bit. I mean, what do? Okay, let's put that under there. We have a lot of this. So this is all the tough bricks that we gathered from this trial chamber. I'm just using it to do the building. We're going to make things look prettier eventually. Let's get under there. There we go. We just have these spots here. I want to make sure they can still access the loot, whatever they call these things. I know there's a name for it. Hold on. We're looking at vault. The vaults. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a vault. Trial chamber vaults. All right, so we're gonna come down here. Let's see, where's the center of that? Right there. Boom, boom, boom. Unfortunately, I don't have an easy way to get underneath to put more blocks. So we're gonna drop down here. There we go. And Cool. So the only way to do that is to have a low bridge here. Why don't we shoot over a little bit with this one before we go down? All right. Oh, fell down. All right. The objective is to make this easy to get through. See that one. Let's come from here and shoot back over. What's the center of that? We're over one more block for that. This is fine. I just feel like what was originally here was just way too much for to be able to navigate through here. Those trial chambers are a little tricky, but they make it that way on purpose because it's supposed to be challenging. But I am trying to take a bit of the challenge out of it. Okay, there's that, and we need to what do we need to do? That's about it. Right off to this side, we're going to go down. Okay. Let's see here. We want to build our chamber up around this. Our standard thing we're doing is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on each of the corners, which means there. Okay, fair enough. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Embrace odd angles. Make this 3 wide. It starts getting too close to that. Let's going to break this off here. Yeah, there we go. All right, and then this one we're just going to come all the way across. We're going to put a stair down here. That'll be how we get to this one. So this is going to go down one more. No, that's about right. Okay, all right. All right, so let's work on this. And we're going to put bricks in between with this across the top. So it's not my fanciest build. I'm just trying to put something together. I don't have all the resources on this world just yet. I know I can do better. That's all that matters to me. Okay. Then we actually want to go one higher, don't we? Yeah. Okay, so it's 3 blocks. This one, for some reason, we used those first, but we didn't line that all the way. We'll fix it. So what was I doing over there? That doesn't make sense at all. Hold on. Oh, okay. That's nothing. Oh, I activated it. One air block above and then the blocks. Why we didn't put those blocks here, I don't know. Let's fix that real quick. Good. Same thing there. What? Okay, there we go. What about the back side of this? Did we need that there? Okay. Out of my boundary. Okay. Oh. Gather my blocks back up. Dun, 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 dun. There's a little persistence to block breaking that lets you do that. It keeps the break in there until you're done. I left the block. Sorry. What was that? Okay, I got it. Most of these vaults I've already used. Let's get rid of these guys. This is the way it works. There we go. We got a piece of bread. A piece of bread. Ladies and gentlemen, a piece of bread. All right. I don't know what I would do without that piece of bread, though. That one's going to need another block there. That's going to break our pattern of... We'll fix it. Done. Okay. That fixes the angle. Just throw that off a bit, but it's okay. Okay. All right. Back up around here. We're going to get... No, it was that one, wasn't it? No, here. Okay. Yeah, yeah. This one we're working on. So we want to lift this up another block. We don't want the top of it. You want an air gap above so that your loot doesn't shoot up above this. That would not be good. Boom, 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 boom. And then this. Okay. All right, we're almost done. We're just going to throw the bricks in up here as well to go ahead and seal it off. And then we're going to build our front. Same thing across there. We're going to build our entrance over to this side. I just like the left side for this for some reason. And we're going to put a torch in the back there. All right, let's go grab a couple. I have the same home on this one I use on the other one. Same home command anyway. Let's get a bunch of these trapdoors made up. Boom. Okay, 16. That should get us going for a while. There. Okay, now we can come in here and break out the... There's like 4 spiders and then 1 breeze in the middle. I think one of the other ones has 2 breezes, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. It happens occasionally. At least once or twice a day. Yay, more bread. Okay. All right, so there's that. And we're going to come down doing this one over here. Set, and then there's one over there too. So, all right, that's one more done. We can figure out how to do guardrails on this as well. Let's go ahead and throw that, make that even. So 2, 2, 2. Just because. All right, let's go down. We want to put one. Okay, we can at least get that from there. I think that's the level. Yeah, that's the level we wanted at. Once those are in place, we'll have our level to start building off of. We just gotta... Once we've got one, we can put more to it here. Go. Oh! Tried to step on a phantom block. All right. Get back up there. Here we go. All right. We are fortifying a trial chamber. So these trial chamber spawners, if you cover every edge with a block, they will not spawn. That makes it a lot easier to deal with it. They need line of sight to spawn stuff. 1 second. All right, there's that, there's that. Sorry, getting rid of some notifications on my phone there. All right, we're gonna go back and make them all look even, or we might even come back and like fancy these up a bit more. Fancy these up. This one's especially important to have a cover over where you're standing at when you use this trial chamber, because the breeze is going to want to knock you around in the air even. So we might even go around and make the entrance on another part here. Let's just go around the entire edge of this one. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Connect this in here. Now we could, I think we have a little more room to make an entryway on this side. So we went like this. Not feeling that. Hold on. This side. Okay. Throw a torch in behind it there. Go. Now we want to go ahead and throw these trapdoors. This is especially important for the breeze. They're slightly too tall to go through here. The player can't either. So the breeze is just a little bit shorter than the player is, the player's hitbox. So like if you just put one trapdoor, you could walk through it, but so could the breeze. So putting two makes it where you can crouch through it and get through, but the breeze can't get through it at all. Okay, we're going to do it like this. Let's add 2 there and a block like that. This gives us a roof as well as a back. So when it tries to knock you around, you don't get knocked off. All right, for the sake of consistency, I'm going to move these steps back just a bit. All right. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's get those stairs back in here. Good. And we'll just bring this over. And that would be more like, how did I do that? Oh, I did. Okay, that all the way out to the sides. There we go, like that. Okay, that looks a little more even. We can go through that way or around this way. We couldn't build the entrance on this side because that bad boy's right there. Although if it was part of the entrance, that'd be fine too. We just put it like right in there. Okay, I think this one's ready to open up. So let's go ahead and break the blocks around there. It should see me now and start spawning breezes. He can do his worst. I don't think he can physically, like, he did. Well, I did not realize I left that opening. It's all right. We'll get him. Okay. Oh, where I'd started to put the entrance before it was still open. He just walked right out like, oh, okay. You give me bread. Oh. I see a theme here. We're not giving out anything better than bread at the moment. Very cool. We still got another hour or so if we need to, but so yeah, this is kind of what we're doing. It's a little more open, but they're controlled in there, and they're not going to come after you outside of the child chamber area. So we're going to do one more over here. We're just going to shoot through this way since we already have a bit of a walkway started. We're going to do this here. I want to cut into this with a couple stairs. Yeah, there we go. It's my center. Bring that over. Ah! How did I believe this is another spider spawner, though, so no big surprise there. I don't know why there's so much of the same thing. I haven't seen anything but spiders. I say that. I think there were some skeletons on the other side. We're going to get to those another time, but yeah, definitely a lot of spider spawners in this trial chamber. Not sure their reasoning for that, but I'm going to build a path up to that one from here. I just got to figure out how that's going to play out. Oh, look at that. Each one of those were stairs. Which explains what just happened. Okay, there's that one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Am I out? That's interesting. Give me my torch. Okay. I have lots of this, so 2 empty shulkers can go up here. Let's go ahead and empty inventory real quick while we're here. Mob drops, see what we can in here. And then throw the rest over here. I've got to organize this storage a bit better. We've overflowed quite a few of these chests that we have. Okay, that goes up here. What is this? Regen. This is a very basic beginner storage for me. Here? Yeah, there we go. No, okay. All right, we want to get... No, I think we want to keep everything else we have here because that's part of what we're building with. Tough bricks, here we go. Let's go ahead and get some of them out. Carry this over with us. We're going back. Okay, now we've got a plan. This on the corners. Yeah. Ah, locked myself in. Not entirely sure why I didn't do the middle for all these. This doesn't matter. Honestly, spiders can't get through. Oh boy, okay, that was... I made a mistake again. See if we can fix it. That should be good. Spiders need a too wide space to fit through. Chicken, yeah, okay. So that was a little, I just pushed the block right in my face. Okay, I want a torch there. There we go. Because I didn't place one there. Okay, cool. Yeah, this one doesn't need none of the, okay. There we go. Okay, that was just higher. Let's do the same thing on these. I think maybe I did it so that it wouldn't automatically charge up when you walk in. That might have been it. Well, let's just do this then. 1, 2. Okay. I'm still going to see you. Okay, never mind. It'll be all right. Having the option to whether or not they turn on, though, would be good, wouldn't it? Okay. That explains why I did them this way. So I like still having the combat mechanic in here, of still having to manually get rid of the mobs. There's. Okay, this one seems to be giving keys most of the time. I want to break that block off, though, which was where my torch was. Okay. I just need you don't need these in here for this one. Okay, let's do that. Let's do it after all. That's going to have to be on this side, though. Okay. It doesn't look the same, though. What did I do there? I built 2 out, and I made a corner here. Like that? I don't even know. Yep, that is how it looks. Little meh. Shit, that totally messes this up, though. Let's throw stairs in here for how to get around here. This can go away. That does throw off the consistency across the thing, but yeah, okay. We're good there. Same thing. Let's do that over here too. Let's extend our floor out. We're gonna run this up here. Put a like that. There we go. Boom. Okay, there it only activates when you get in the corner. Sorry, I was thinking out loud, or thinking quietly as I played out loud. We're gonna put the stairs over here. Those aren't needed anymore. Well, we can, okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do two stairs here, put regular blocks in the middle. That takes us over to this side. Or let's move that down further. Because this is going to be our walkway for this. Okay, yeah. That's filling in better. Okay, so this one we need to build our little... We kind of already have it. But it's still to the side, so... That offsets it. Good. I mean, it's a start. This isn't the best build I've done, but it's functional. We're going to clean it up and make it look nicer later, but right now that kind of gets us through all of these, and then we want to have a way up from here. That is an interesting concept. How do we get up there from here? Well, you know what? This doesn't do anything here. We could have stairs coming down, I think. Or and there. Okay. I think we got this worked out. Yeah. Break that. Good. Add one here. All right. I think I'm liking it. The only reason this is here to get up on that is to get up on that ladder. We'll leave it for now, but this is kind of the basics of the way this one's going to go. So you have full access to everything. I'm digging it. Okay. Cool. Well, we are just over 2 hours in. What else can we do? We can start working on clearing out the other chamber, but honestly, just digging blocks isn't the most exciting thing to do. So I need to label all these. Need to have some kind of an entrance to. Where are we coming in from? A good question. That's a thin entrance there. We could come up through there because we've got another set of spawners up there. Okay. Here we go. We're going to go up this way here. It should be clear of that. Yeah, we're good. We're going to have to dig through this. It's like one layer of deep slate. And then we had more of this down here. So let's go ahead and see. We need... Right there. Good. Okay. We're just going to go back down in a second and make sure that still feels right. Good. Okay, so that, let's dig out one more here so we don't bump our head. Okay, what did we drop down here? Okay. That feels decent. Okay, we're going to come up there. We got that. We got that. We got our entrance here. Yeah, this one we're going to leave open because there's a spawner there. Ugh. That's more fun. Until that happens. Holy cow. Maybe we found a better way to approach that. Dying to a freaking silverfish. It'll be tragic. Yeah, this needs something. Let's do that here. We're going to put stairs there and a walkway over. I can't get down. Can I? That was crouching. Okay. Ladders here and ladders here. I have my sword ready this time. I think that is, yeah, that's a key. Awesome. There's, of course, all the vaults over there, and the other one. Up here, we've got, this one was actually a little easier to deal with because all three of the spawners in this area were together. There's 2 spiders and 1 breeze. So this one, I just made one big chamber. I mean, it's not big. It's still pretty small. There's 1, 2, and let's activate that 1, 2. There it goes. Okay. So we just stay here in this corner here. This was the first one to put together. I could probably do it a bit better. I've learned a bit more about them after working with this. Honestly, we could have more trapdoors right there instead of these 2 posts. But that does at least give you a second when you're coming up here before it activates. Since it blocks the view. Okay. I've defeated the breezes. I see that we've got some cooked chicken over there. If these guys don't want to cooperate, you can just stick your head in there and take them out. There we go. Key chicken. Yeah, I could change this around a bit, but I think it works fine the way it is at the moment. We have our main entrance from the top here. And I've been working on a little shelter. I need to finish that roof up. Let's go ahead and jump on that. I'm going to get out of the way real quick before I do that. On D, let's get our cherry wood. Let's see. There we go. Take those just in case. I'm going to put this tough bricks going there. Okay. Didn't use quite as much as I thought I would. All right. Good. That's good. We cleared up some inventory space. I can't remember where I was at. Up here. Okay. Excuse me. We're just going to take some more planks in case we need them. I should be good here on my plot. He shouldn't harm me. Oh, and he despawned because I went away. Okay. Shape that down a little bit. Let's get up here. I think this side I've got mostly done. I need to add a couple more blocks in. Oh, you're not funny at all. Go away. Tell your friend I don't want him either. There we go. Okay. Skeleton's like, that creeper's not my friend. How dare you say that? Okay, so we've got 2 outside and then this L shape and then one's across. L shape and then one's across. So we're gonna do that so we can build on top of it. What's next? So that's 1, 2, 3 straights. And that was like a W wavy one up there. Here, 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 here. What's our next level? An M? Got one there. That doesn't seem right. Something's off here. That. Okay, and then we just do this 2 more times. Got our 2 sticking out. We have our L. We need a straight line. And there and there. Need more. Okay. Throw down a crafting bench and let's make some planks and make some slabs. There we go. Cool. Is that right? Yep, I think that's right. Let's start up top with this one, right? And then down one, we're going to go a little M shape like that. And then below that, we're going to do a wavy this way. I think that's right. Yeah. Then singles below that. And that bad boy's too low. Too low. Needs to be right here. Yep, like that. I should probably clear some dirt out to make this its best. Inventory is too full. Inventory is too full. Is that right? Not that. Okay, what's going on here? No, it is that. That wavy went all the way out? Yeah, okay. Okay, anyway, that's good enough. Ugh. Now this looks a mess. Who shoot me? What? There we go. My, no, thing's good. Trust falls. Gotta love them. All right, this one I haven't connected all the vaults together yet. I still want to do that. But overall, I think it's coming along fine. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think that's about it. I'm going to call this stream for now. We've got a little bit of work done on both servers. I think it was fun to build those trial chamber machinations, if you will. So I'm going to call it a day there. Thanks for joining me on the stream. Thanks for the new followers. Glad to have y'all here. Don't forget to, if you're watching this afterwards, if you're watching it on Twitch, don't forget to follow me so you can see the next ones. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, all the stuff, get the notifications. These will be up there as well. So I will see y'all later. Peace.